Hello, Maurieo Vlogs number 269. A bit of this and that. Hello, welcome. Well, today was a bit of this and that. The day didn't start quite so well. My alarm went off and I inadvertently turned the alarm off rather than hitting the snooze button. And then I had to reset the alarm I set the alarm for 6 and I had to reset it for 6:15. However, I made a slight error and I reset it for 6:15 p.m. So the alarm didn't go off and I ended up waking at 7:10, which was way too late. Because as you can see today, I've got what I call my infusion shirt on. So on this weekend I go up to the hospital for the mornings and I have a bit of a snooze up there while they infuse me with some IVIG, which is a blood product. It's all the antibodies from the blood. And so I get infused with that on Saturday morning and a Sunday. So I was a bit late for that, but we managed to pick up the time and crack on with that. So that was pretty good. And when I got there, a lot of the regulars were there. So we had quite a little bit to chat about with things over the break and what have you. I did manage to get a few Zs in there and get a little bit of sleep done. So from there I came on home and started doing a little bit of this and that. Green Bay Wacky had his I don't know whether it's Friday night, but it comes up here on a Saturday afternoon about 2 o'clock. So he had a live stream on, so I went in there and tried to promote and boost some subscriptions. So I've got my Where What Who channel up to over 100 subscriptions, and I've got this channel here, maurieo, up to over 400 subscriptions and subscribers. So that was a good bit of fun, and I quite enjoyed that. And then amongst it all, I sat inappropriately on my green screen and sort of wrecked it, basically. So my lovely wife came and gave me a hand, and we sort of put the green screen back up with a few improvements. So that's evolving. Previously, I had to jam a little bit in the door. And every time I opened the door it came unjammed, so I've fixed that up. And then I used to have a bit of a weight on my table to hold it down, but that's I can dispense with that. And I've got a few other ideas for the green screen, but yeah, I've got it bigger and it's slightly more space for it as well. So and it's hanging a little bit better. So little improvements there. And then this evening I've been working away on my Where What Who. I've put out a video on that, and now I'm putting out this video from Maurieo Vlogs number 269. Now on Saturdays, of course, I take my steroids, so I don't sleep. So it's only getting on for 11 o'clock, so I'll be working all through the night till I go back up to the hospital and then have a bit of a snooze up there. So I also downloaded a couple of plans from Land Online, which is New Zealand's cadastre. Land title information is all held digitally. So I downloaded a couple of plans for a little job I'm doing there, and I'll hopefully work on those tonight and try and sort out a model for some boundaries for that job. So yeah, so it was a bit of this and a bit of that, all things I absolutely loved doing. So I had a ball, really, just, bit of this and a bit of that. So it's awesome, I'm a bit of an all-rounder sometimes, but Yeah, alrighty, so let's have a look at backgrounds. So for today's background, I've chosen this guy here. And yeah, I want you to tell me who he is. You can probably see what sport he plays there. So some of the people from countries playing that sport may have a wee bit of advantage. His exploits go beyond the sporting field, and now he's currently involved in other things, which would all lend towards this today's theme. So I'm going to leave it there. I think it's. I have a feeling that this one will be answered fairly smartly, but we'll just have to see. Now that brings us to yesterday's vlog, and nobody knew who this person was. Well, nobody put it in the comments. You might have known, but nobody commented. So yesterday, of course, was my wedding anniversary, and it was on the 12th of January 1980 when this singer here was born. She was born on that day, and her name is Marie Rogers. So Amory, she's Amory or Amory, I'm not sure quite how it's pronounced, but she's an American singer, and she's got quite a lengthy CV, I guess you might call it. She's sung quite a few reasonable songs, and appeared in a few movies and things. So I've highlighted that one red on the Hall of Fame because nobody got that one. That's the we came close the other day, but someone popped in pretty quick, and it was actually there. So I've done that one. Now what one was that for? I'm not sure, but anyway, it did get in there. So this is the first time that we haven't got an answer in the comments. So I've stumped the subscribers, so to speak. So I thought I'd highlight that there. And on the regard to the wedding anniversary, one of the songs was called Escape, and I said I didn't know too much about it. Well, as it turns out, it's the Pina Colada song, which I had written there, and I am reasonably familiar. As soon as I discussed it with my wife, yes, we agreed that we did know that song. The other song that was mentioned was There's No One Quite Like My Grandma, which I did view, and I have there. The only notable thing infamous thing about that was that the song was actually produced by Jimmy Savile, the disgraced BBC commentator. So that was a bit of a, and I didn't find that out till afterwards. Had I known that, I probably would have not have included that in the vlog. But a little bit unfortunate, but yes, intriguing. And so let's just have another look back at today's guy, and who is this, and how does he relate to? I've called it a bit of this and that, but it can be known by other names, and certainly could be in the sport that he plays in. So let's see if you can work out who that is, and put it in the comments below, along with your feedback, your likes and your subscribes. You could share the video if you wish. I'd love to do that and try and expand my subscriber base and increase the views. That would be awesome. And also, I just want to say thanks to everybody for their comments, their positive comments. I've doing everything I possibly can to get around and look at other channels and give ideas and show my support in the time that I have available. So I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you and engaging with you anytime soon. Cheers! See you.